Hey y'all, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I curl my hair. I have had a few people ask me how I do it, like what my technique is, so I figured I would share with you guys in a video this week, just really basic how I do my hair. I do use a curling wand. It's a Helen of Troy Professional Gold Series. I'm not 100% sure if they make this one anymore. If they do, I'll link it down below. But it's just one of those curling wands that is big and gets to like smaller, so it's a different size. So the curls are more loose up at your roots, and then they're going to be tighter down at the ends, and it kind of wears better throughout the day, I figured out, rather than just one that's the same size. So that's what we're going to do today. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you're not already, so you don't miss out on a video. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and check out my other social media links down below. So what I do is I have this on about 380 degrees. It goes from 280 to 450, so I have it kind of in the middle. So what I do is I section my hair off. I kind of do one side of my head and then the other side. So today I'm going to be trying not a completely middle part, but I have moved my part over a little bit. But so what I do is I just section my hair straight down the back. And then typically I start with this side, because whenever I have my hair parted on my normal part, this side has more hair, and I like to curl it first, so then the curls have a chance to kind of fall out a little bit, or like loosen up. And then because if I do this side first, it's kind of uneven whenever I'm done. So I normally start with the side of my head that has the more hair on it, pretty much. And then I elastic or tie up the other side. And I work back to front on my hair. Sectioned off my hair. Sometimes I'll pull up which I guess I'll do today, like the top layer, and do that last. Okay, and then I'll just run a brush through my hair. The hairbrush that I use, is a wet brush, one of the wet brushes with the really flexible bristles. This is pretty much the only brush that I use, just because my hair gets knotted really easily, and this kind of helps to cut down on that a little bit. So typically what I do is work from the back to the front, but I'm going to show you first the technique I use to curl my hair on one of these front pieces. So taking your curling iron, I know I've seen people before where they curl with the wand up this way. So I've tried that before, and honestly I don't know how people do it. So the best way for me that I know how to do it is I flip it up, because if you have one that's like the big to small, you want the bigger part up at the like roots. So, and then I curl away from my face and just wrap it. You can leave a little bit of the ends out if you want, about an inch or so if you want more of like a beachy look, or you can try to wrap as close as possible. And these wands typically do come with a glove that you can use, which I used a lot when I first got this wand, just while I was getting used to the wand, but now I don't use it anymore. But I burned my hands a whole lot when I first got it. So I normally leave this like maybe 20 seconds or so, and then I kind of hold it a little bit when I first get it, and then I'll kind of twist it back like that, just do a little flip with it, and then leave it and just keep working different strands. And whenever I curl it, I don't try to make sure that the hair is flat. Sometimes it will twist a little bit as I'm twisting it, and I just like leave it like that. Yeah, because whenever I go around, it kind of twists a little bit. So I don't know if that's part of the reason my curls look a certain way, because the hair's a little bit twisted whenever it's laying on the barrel or not. But Yeah, so I just hold it there for a few seconds until I do touch my hair a little bit until it's like pretty warm, and then just release it and let it drop, and then I'll flip it back. This just helps. I've found, like, you don't have to do this, but I've learned that sometimes if I do that, it kind of helps, because sometimes I'll release the curl and it's not really that curled, so if I do that, it kind of like helps guide the curl into the shape that I want it. So that's really all I do. It's just little sections, and this is about size of the section that I do, probably about like an inch section for each. Depending on how tight of curls you want, can determine the size chunks of hair that you want. So like the bigger the chunks, the looser the curls are going to be. The smaller the chunks, the tighter they're going to be, because they're going to be getting more heat. There's not going to be as much hair trying to get the heat. It's going to be a lot less. So, and then one tip I have, I'm not doing it today, but if you don't really like for your curls to stick together, I had a friend tell me once that right behind, if you section your hair off, like right behind your ear, if you curl those pieces behind your ear towards your face, so like the opposite way of what I'm currently curling, it kind of helps your curls not stick together. But, which is true, I've done it and I do like it, but I've found that on like the second and third day of like having my hair curly, it doesn't look as good. Like I kind of have to go back and redo it all, versus if I curl my curls all the same way, they stay for longer periods of time, like longer days, because I don't wash my hair every day, and especially whenever I curl it, I keep it that way for a few days. So that might be a technique you want to try if you're looking to get curls that don't like kind of clump together and stick together. But I do have a trick that I will show you at the end, a product that I use that helps keep your curls from clumping together and sticking together and creating one massive curl. So now I will probably time lapse this and add in some music, so cue the music and the time lapse. And the reason I normally start at the back is because it's kind of easier to start back there. I think, and whenever you've curled those pieces, you can just kind of throw them back and they can hang behind you, versus, see, I've gotten to the point where I'm like having to work around the curls I've already done. So that's just one tip I have, is kind of working back to front, because it's just a lot easier to throw the curls behind you rather than trying to dodge the ones you've already done and not like crush them. so here we are with our hair curled. I haven't done anything to it yet. This is just what it looks like. So there's a couple steps I do before really brushing this out, because I do brush it out. Depending on the type of hair that you have, whether it holds curl well or not will kind of depend on how you need to adapt these steps for you. My hair obviously holds curl really well. Like, I don't have naturally curly hair, I have more naturally wavy, but it styles very well and holds curl well. I can straighten it, I kind of can do mostly anything to it and it'll stay. But so for me, what I have found works best for me and my hair, so if you do have more wavy hair that can do a lot of things to it without curl, like especially for curl without it falling out, these are the steps that I use. So I use this It Hair Care 12-in-1 serum. It does 12 things in one. It has 12 benefits. But it's just like a hair oil that it comes with a little like dropper. So I just get a little bit of that on my hand and warm it up, rub it between my two hands, and then kind of work it into the ends, kind of brushing a little bit, but just like getting it into the ends of the hair. You don't really want to take it too far up into the roots, because then your hair is gonna get oily, but just lightly kind of running that through, especially focusing on the ends, because this will help break up the curls and help them stay broken up and not clump up as much or as badly. But I like to play with mine a lot because I like them to like fall out quite a bit and look really relaxed. Next I'll add in my hairspray. My favorite is the Aussie Mega Hairspray Finish. I use the flexible hold. One, so it really doesn't hold that much, but it just kind of keeps it in place. But it doesn't give it a really crunchy feeling. Yeah. So that is the final look on how I curl my hair. It's a lot. It's very curly right now, but like I said, in like an hour or so it'll have fallen and relaxed a little bit more and be more where I like it. Right now it's kind of a little bit crazy, but yeah, that is my technique and my style in curling my hair. So for any of you guys that might struggle with that, or just like have watched a lot of videos and it hasn't worked out, hopefully this one helps. I don't really know. Yeah, just hopefully it worked out, or it helps you figure it out a little bit more. If you have any questions, like, let me know down in the comments below. I would be glad to answer them, and I think that is all. So just make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.